This video is about the U.S. President George H. W. Bush. I explain how he became president and what he achieved. George H. W. Bush was born on June 12, 1924, in Milton, Massachusetts. He grew up in a wealthy family and was the second of 5 children. Bush attended Phillips Academy in Andover, Massachusetts, where he excelled in sports and academics. After graduating high school, he enlisted in the U.S. Navy during World War II and served as a naval aviator. His early experiences shaped his character and commitment to public service. After the war, Bush attended Yale University, where he graduated in 1948 with a degree in economics. He was a member of the Yale baseball team and developed a passion for sports. Following college, Bush moved to Texas to work in the oil industry. He founded his own oil company, Bush Overby Oil Development, which was successful. His early career in business helped him gain valuable experience and connections. Before becoming president, Bush had a long political career. He served as a U.S. congressman from Texas from 1967 to 1971. Bush was later appointed as the U.S. ambassador to the United Nations in 1971, where he worked on international issues. He also served as the chairman of the Republican National Committee and as the director of the Central Intelligence Agency, CIA. His political experience and connections helped him secure the presidency in 1988. George H. W. Bush was inaugurated as the 41st President of the United States on January 20, 1989. He took office during a time of significant change in the world, with the Cold War coming to an end. Bush promised to continue the policies of his predecessor, Ronald Reagan, while focusing on foreign relations and domestic issues. His presidency began with high hopes for peace and prosperity. Bush's leadership style emphasized diplomacy and coalition building. Bush's foreign policy was marked by significant achievements, particularly in the area of international relations. He played a key role in the peaceful end of the Cold War and the reunification of Germany. In 1990, he led a coalition of countries to liberate Kuwait from Iraqi occupation during the Gulf War. Bush's ability to build alliances and work with other nations earned him respect on the global stage. His foreign policy focused on promoting democracy and stability around the world. During his presidency, Bush faced several domestic challenges, including a struggling economy. He implemented tax increases to address the budget deficit, which angered some members of his party. Bush also focused on education and environmental issues, promoting the Americans with Disabilities Act in 1990. His administration worked to improve healthcare and support for families. However, his domestic policies faced criticism and challenges from both sides of the political spectrum. The Gulf War was a significant event during Bush's presidency. In August 1990, Iraq, led by Saddam Hussein, invaded Kuwait. Bush quickly assembled a coalition of countries to respond to the invasion. In January 1991, the coalition launched Operation Desert Storm, a military campaign to liberate Kuwait. The war ended in February 1991 with a decisive victory for the coalition, boosting Bush's popularity. George H. W. Bush is remembered for his leadership during a time of significant change in the world. His foreign policy achievements, particularly in ending the Cold War and the Gulf War, are often praised. However, his domestic policies and economic challenges affected his popularity. Bush's commitment to international cooperation and diplomacy set a precedent for future leaders. His legacy reflects both his accomplishments and the complexities of his presidency. After leaving the presidency in 1993, Bush remained active in public life. He participated in various charitable activities and worked with his son, George W. Bush, on initiatives to support education and global health. Bush also enjoyed spending time with his family and traveling. He published his memoirs and reflected on his experiences in politics. George H. W. Bush passed away on November 30, 2018, leaving behind a significant legacy in American history.